alien girl a towel, and her reaction was unexpected. The twin suns of Alaris Prime cast an amber hue over the desolate landscape, their rays shimmering off the metallic sands. In the distance, a solitary figure trudged through the dunes, her exosuit battered and scorched. Each step was a testament to her resilience, a defiance against the harshness of the planet. Inside the subterranean shelter, Commander Jace Morgan adjusted the filtration system, ensuring the air remained breathable. The shelter, a relic from the early colonization efforts, had become his sanctuary after the evacuation. He had grown accustomed to solitude, his only companions being the hum of machinery and the occasional broadcast from distant outposts. A sudden alert pierced the silence. The perimeter sensors had detected movement. Jace's fingers danced over the console, bringing up the external cameras. The image revealed the approaching figure, her gait unsteady, her suit emitting erratic signals. He hesitated. The last time he had encountered another being on this forsaken planet had ended in betrayal. But something about her, perhaps the desperation in her movements, compelled him to act. Activating the external speaker, he spoke. "Identify yourself." The figure paused, her head turning towards the hidden camera. A distorted voice responded, "Requesting asylum, suit compromised, oxygen levels critical." Jace sighed, his instincts battling his caution. With a few keystrokes, the entrance hatch opened, allowing the figure to stumble inside. She collapsed just beyond the threshold, her breathing labored. Jace approached cautiously, noting the alien insignia on her suit, a symbol he recognized from the Interstellar Accords. "You're from the Zalari delegation," he remarked, kneeling beside her. She nodded weakly. "Ambassador Lyra, mission compromised. Need assistance." Without hesitation, Jace guided her to the medical bay, initiating the decontamination sequence. As the system worked, he retrieved a towel, offering it to her once the process completed. Lyra accepted it, her eyes meeting his. A moment of silence passed before she burst into laughter, a melodic sound that echoed through the shelter. Jace blinked, taken aback. "Did I miss the punchline?" She shook her head, tears of mirth streaming down her cheeks. In Zalari culture, offering a towel is a proposal of lifelong partnership. Jace's face turned crimson. I just thought you might want to dry off." Lyra's laughter subsided, replaced by a warm smile. Intentions aside, the gesture is appreciated. As the two settled into the shelter's common area, an unexpected camaraderie blossomed between them. In the vast emptiness of Alaris Prime, two souls from different worlds found solace in each other's company. The days on Alaris Prime were long, with the twin suns casting elongated shadows across the barren landscape. Inside the subterranean shelter, Jace and Lyra settled into a routine, their initial awkwardness giving way to a tentative camaraderie. Lyra, still recovering from her ordeal, spent her time studying the shelter's systems, her curiosity piqued by the human technology. Jace, in turn, found himself intrigued by her insights, often engaging in lengthy discussions about their respective cultures and histories. One evening, as they shared a meal of rehydrated rations, the shelter's alarm system blared, signaling an approaching sandstorm. Jace quickly secured the entrance, while Lyra monitored the external sensors. "This storm is unlike any we've seen," she noted, her brow furrowed. "The wind speeds are off the charts, and there's a strange energy signature accompanying it." Jace nodded, his expression grim. "We need to brace for impact. Let's shut down non-essential systems and reinforce the structural supports." As they worked together, the storm intensified, the shelter trembling under the onslaught. Suddenly, the power flickered, and the lights dimmed. "Backup generators are failing," Jace muttered, his fingers flying over the control panel. "We need to stabilize the power grid." Lyra stepped in, her hands deftly rerouting energy flows. "I've dealt with similar systems on Zalari vessels. Let's try this configuration." The lights steadied, and the hum of the generators resumed. They exchanged relieved glances, their teamwork having averted disaster. In the aftermath of the storm, they assessed the damage. The external sensors were fried, and the communication array was offline. Lyra examined the array, her expression thoughtful. "If we can salvage parts from the damaged sensors, we might be able to repair the array," she suggested. Jace nodded. "It's worth a shot. Let's get to work." As they scavenged for components, they discovered a hidden compartment within the shelter, containing a cache of ancient data logs. Lyra accessed the logs, her eyes widening as she read. "These logs detail early human-Zalari interactions," she said, her voice tinged with awe. "They could provide valuable insights into our shared history." Jace leaned over her shoulder, scanning the entries. "This could change everything. We need to get this information to the right people." Their mission now clear, they redoubled their efforts to repair the communication array. Days turned into weeks as they worked side by side, their bond strengthening with each passing moment. One evening, as they rested after a long day, Lyra turned to Jace. "You know, in Zalari culture, sharing a towel is a significant gesture. It symbolizes trust and unity." Jace chuckled. "Well, I'm glad I unknowingly made such a meaningful gesture." Lyra smiled, her eyes reflecting the soft glow of the shelter's lights. "I'm glad too." As they sat in companionable silence, the repaired communication array crackled to life, a faint signal breaking through the static. They exchanged hopeful glances, ready to share their discovery with the galaxy. The repaired communication array emitted a steady pulse, signaling its readiness. Jace and Lyra stood before the console, anticipation etched on their faces. They initiated a broad spectrum transmission, embedding the ancient data logs they had discovered. Hours turned into days and the silence was deafening. Then, a response crackled through the speakers, a distorted voice barely intelligible. "Signal received, coordinates logged, assistance en route." Relief washed over them, but it was short-lived. The shelter's sensors detected multiple incoming vessels, their signatures unfamiliar. Lyra's eyes widened. "Those aren't rescue ships, they're Zalari warships." Jace's jaw tightened. Why would they send warships in response to a historical data transmission? Lyra accessed the data logs, her fingers flying over the console. These logs reveal truths that could destabilize the current Zalari regime. They won't let this information spread. The warships descended, their weapons charging. Jace and Lyra prepared the shelter's defenses, knowing they stood little chance against such firepower. But surrender was not an option. As the first blasts rocked the shelter, Jace activated a hidden protocol, a last resort. The shelter's core began to overload, set to detonate and erase all traces of the data. Lyra grabbed his arm. "There has to be another way." Jace met her gaze. "We can't let them have this information." Suddenly, a new signal pierced the chaos. A fleet of human ships responding to the same transmission. They engaged the Zalari warships, buying Jace and Lyra precious time. With the shelter's systems failing, they transferred the data to the human fleet, ensuring its survival. As the shelter collapsed around them, a transport beam enveloped them, whisking them to safety. Aboard the human flagship, they watched as the shelter exploded, a testament to their sacrifice. But the data was safe, and the truth would soon be known.